thank you for coming out. It's great to see so many workers out for one cause. Thanks to all the supporters who have come along as well. This is a big deal for us. As Leah mentioned, last time there was 800,000 people who didn't vote. That was the election right there. That was more people who didn't vote than voted for the winners. So, you look at the polls all you like, but the only thing that matters this year is the turnout. Turnout is what is going to determine this outcome. Even the Electoral Commission knows that. This year is the first time that we can vote for a 2.5-week period leading up to the election.
It's awesome to see everyone here together. It's really important that we take the opportunity to exercise our democratic right. A lot of people did vote at the last election and our country has been suffering because of it. So it was really important that we get together here today, take the time out to vote and make a difference for this country. Thank you.
Yay! So we got Kiriana Penne, who's from the Mana movement, standing for Tamaki Makaro for the Maori seat. And we have Darian Fenton from the Labour Party.
There is a lesson that I learned as an MP, as a Labour MP in Parliament. There is only one way you can make real change for working people in this country, and that is to vote National out. Good on SkyCity workers for being first to go down and vote. Kia ora.
National, and we should all be here to support a living wage. So that's it clear from Mana Whānau. National, John Key and his mates out, and let's unite as the left. Let's get our act together, let's stand together, and let's vote National and the rest of those Tory bastards out.
Alright guys, so there's some things that we want from a new government if it comes about. The first thing is a living wage. Now Labour, Greens and Mana have promised to change the government. No other party has promised to change the government. So be aware of that. And one thing that they're all agreed on is that our wages should go up within the first 100 days of a new government. So the minimum wage will go immediately to $15, and then by April the 1st up to $16.25, which is more than we asked for actually in the first 100 days. So let's give them a round of applause, because that's what we want, $70 or $80 extra a week. Our second demand is we want guaranteed hours. When they hire workers, when they sit you down and they say, do you want to work here? There should be a number on the table. And that number should be a guaranteed minimum hours of work every week. We need an end to subcontracting. We need an end to restructuring, where these greedy corporations can rip up our contracts at will and subcontract out to their dodgy mates. One of the basic rights the worker has anywhere in the world that separates us from being a slave is that we have a right to stop work if we think our rights or our contracts are being affected. And that's called the right to strike. But today we're going to do something else, and that's what workers had to fight for, had to march for, and in many other countries like Egypt and Syria and Burma, they're still fighting for that right, and that's the right to vote. And we've got that right because it wasn't given to us by the rich. Our grandparents and great-grandparents had to fight, and in some cases died for that right. Now who wants to use those rights today to get rid of John Key and the National Party? Well then let's go! John Key, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we come for you?
And show us your faces, show us your faces.